Hey, good evening, guys. I just got back from jail, but I didn't go to jail. I just had to get my ankle monitor checked in. But it just made me think because, like, when I go there, sometimes, like, I'll see people who are, like, getting out of jail and they're wearing the gray shorts and the white t-shirt. You know, you can tell that they just got out of jail. That's the clothes they give you. And, like, sometimes they'll just be wandering around and stuff, like they don't know what to do next, you know. Like, I'm just like, I feel bad. I'm just like, man, like, you know, they got out of jail, but like nobody like helped them or anything. They're just like, what do I do now? Like they're just like wandering around and stuff, and it just made me think. I was just like, man, like there's got to be, like, you know, I would say, what are there, 350 million people in the US? I would say 50 million, at least 50 million people in the US don't know what to do. Like, have no idea what to do in society, or just aimlessly kind of going around and stuff. I would say, yeah, 1 out of 7 people, 14.285% of people. I did the math. I pulled out the calculator on my phone. I was like, how much is that? But what do you think? That's kind of like, you know, I don't know. I just came up with that number, but it just, to me, it just seems like, you know, because people are just aimlessly walking around, don't know what to do. And I just feel like it's like a high percentage of people just, I mean, I'm probably one of them, to be honest. I'm not trying to talk down on anyone, but maybe it's like, maybe it's society, you know, like there needs to be like more of a manual to society or something. Like, they're not giving people a manual. Like, how do you expect people to know what to do? Like, how do, you know, this society is confusing and like complicated, kind of like, but you know, so no wonder like people are walking around like with no clue what they're supposed to do. You know, it's like, okay, you know, they don't, like, you just come into the world and they don't even give you a manual. There's just all this history and stuff, and it's like, oh, we're just this is how things are because of all the years of history. But, like, you know, shouldn't there be a manual by now? But yeah, what do you think? 14.285%. I think that calls for, like, we need to change the whole society. You know, that's too high. That's way too high. You know, maybe it was like only 2% of people had no clue. Like, most people are like, oh, I know what I'm doing. But like, in general, I think it's just the percent is too high. You just see it. It's way too common. You know, I don't know. You can just see that, like, people don't, you know, they need more programs or something. You know, they need to have programs. They need to use the food stamp money that they're saving to be able to make like 50 million people and put them in programs. There's not enough, like, for 50 million people to be, like, you know, taken care of and led into how to, like, do life into this society. There's, you know, that's what we need. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I think that we're just like, it's all based on like self-motivation or something. They're like, oh, just figure it out, you know. So it's like, what, you know, I don't know. No wonder why people walk around not knowing what to do. Yeah, that doesn't seem nice, you know. You know, everyone should get a manual. I don't know. I guess there's just the school, but, you know, they don't give you a manual in school. You need a manual. That's what I call it. If I run for president, everyone just gets a manual. Yeah, we figure out exactly how the society runs. I don't know, you can't really do that, yeah. Because that takes away a lot of the freedom. Oh shit! Did you hear that duck? I think that's a duck. Quack 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 quack. I be walking by the chickens and go like, quack 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 quack. They're all like, quack 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 quack. I freak out. This one chicken like attacked me the other day. I accidentally stepped on her foot, you know, and I walked by and I was like, I'm sorry, and she's like, like a freaking attacked me. I was like, oh my god. Luckily it didn't hurt, but she kind of like poked at my leg like a couple of times. I was like, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Yeah, those things are, yeah, you gotta be careful. They protect themselves. All right, have a good one.